Yo, what's up guys and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the best money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock, starting from very beginner level to all the way to mid game. So I'm not going to talk about end game or late game because I myself am not end game or late game, so I haven't tried any of the end game or late game methods. So all the methods that I'm showing you guys right now are all the methods that I've tried myself, and I think it's going to work out for you guys because it worked out for me. So starting from beginner, so assuming like you came out of the island and you're in the hub, one of the best ways to get money is by manually just grinding for it by going to like these farms and mining, like breaking all of the crops, or you could go to these islands and break crops and kill animals, and then you can come back to the hub and you could sell all of it to the bazaar. So that's one of the main things if you're like literally starting. And after that, like you also have like a cobblestone minion when you start the game, so you could collect items from the cobblestone minion and sell it to the bazaar. And when you have like about 50k or 100k, the next thing you could do is just go to the bazaar and do this thing called bazaar flipping. So one of the best things to bazaar flip is, like, as an early game player, it's probably a redstone. So I say a enchanted redstone is a bit better, but then it takes time. So if you wanted to get it done quick, you can go with normal redstone, but enchanted redstone takes time, but then is more profitable. So the way how this works is like you can click the item, and then there's these two things called create buy order and create sell offer. So this over here, you're buying things as a whole for a low price, and you're selling it as a whole for a higher price than you buy it. So for each redstone you buy, you make a profit of about 47 coins. So this is like in real life how you like how people from the supermarket go to the factory and buy things, like wholesale factory, and buy things as a whole for a low price and sell it to us as a small quantity for high price. So that's what's happening here. So you could take a suitable item that you think is going to work, and you could sell that. Usually redstone works, and then cards works, and my one of my favorites is slime, because slime is so good. Like a lot of people actually buys it. So you could start with normal slime, and then you could go all the way to enchanted slime ball. All of these things are actually a loss. Enchanted slime balls is my favorite. I'm a mid game player, and I still do the enchanted ball flip. So that's what bazaar flipping is. The next thing you could do is auction flipping. So auction flipping is where people sell their items for a low price, and you could buy, like only some people do that. So if you actually find an item that's sold for a low price, you could sell it for a high price and make profit. So since you're an early game player, you wouldn't know the actual prices of certain items. So I've come up with an idea to help you guys. So basically, if you go to Chrome, there is this website that will help you so much in doing all auction flips. So I'm a mid game player and I have about 300 million coins in my bank, and I can make about 30 million profit for every time when I auction flip. So if I so in a week I make about 50 million profit just by auction flipping. So I'll show you how it's done. So you basically go to Chrome and you type Hypixel auction. Should my typing is right? Pixel auction flipping website, and then and then you'll come across this website called Coffnet. I don't know how to spell it. So all you gotta do is just go there, and then it's loading. Okay, so all you gotta do is just go there. You don't need to do any filters, because for some reason whenever I do filters, it bugs the website and it doesn't work. So it might work for you, but I recommend not doing any filters. So all you gotta do is like you go to the website, and the website shows you some flips that you can do. So you go to the website, and like if you actually can afford to do the flip, all you gotta do is just left click, and then they'll copy the URL. You can type it in your Minecraft, like the Hypixel server, and then they will open the flip for you. But the thing about the website is that the like not all of the flips works. So like for example, right now I copy pasted the auction thing and then the link, and then it didn't work. But then sometimes it works. But then trust me, this is such a good method. All you gotta do is just grind. Like this thing worked, but then I wasn't quick enough. Like the auction got over. So you got to be so quick, you got to be consistent, and this takes time. This takes at least about like half an hour. So if you actually wait and then try your best, you can actually get a good flip. So I'll try getting one for you guys. Okay, I was a bit slow there. Yeah, so I don't have any money in my purse right now, but I can actually buy this and sell this for 10 million, which is 600k profit. So over here they might show 10 million, but you could sell it for a maximum of 10.5 million and make 1 million profit. It still works. So don't go more than like 1 million. Just if they say 10 million, do like an extra 500k or 250k. I usually do 250k. So I don't take much risk. So that's how the website works. It's so good, trust me. It's so good. Like you can see the cost of the item, the target price, the profit, and I always make sure I at least get 10% estimated profit percent, like profit margin. You can see the profit margin here. So the profit margin, I think it's pretty like self-explanatory, and I don't think I actually have to explain it. So this auction flipping and bazaar flipping basically works for every game, like for mid game, early game, late game, everything. So if you're mid game, you can just like do enchanted slime balls for a very high quantity, and if you're mid game for auction flip, you can just flip items that cost so much and has a good profit margin. So that's the first two things that works for every part of the game you are in. So if you just started the game, you can go to Elizabeth, who's over here, and you could click, and there's this thing called booster cookie. So if you're doing this for the first time, you can buy booster cookies. Like not buy, you can get booster cookies for free from Elizabeth. And then these booster cookies gives you bits, and using those bits you can go to the bit shop and buy things. For example, you can buy the god potion and sell it for 1.5 million coins, which is profit. So you can do that. And Jesus, did I actually see booster cookies cost 10 million? Whoa, what the heck? Wait, damn. Oh, that's pretty sick. During my time it just cost like 3 million, and Jesus Christ. What the heck? It's like 6 million extra. Yeah. So basically, like if you're doing this for the first time, if you're just a beginner, you can just get free booster cookie from Elizabeth only for once, and then buy things from the shop using the bits and sell them for money. So that's how you make your first million coins. And yeah, like if you ask me what's the best item to sell, it's definitely cat flower, because it just costs 500 coins. You can buy like 3 of them and sell them for like a total of 1.5 mil or 1.75 mil. So RL's god potions is good as well, but I think cat flower is better actually, because it goes for about 600k, and then you can make about 1.8 million. It's slightly better than gold potion. So yeah, and then another way to make money is just like going to Elizabeth again. You can go to upgrades and upgrade your coin allowance. So it's like every day you log in, you got a specific amount of coins. Like I have over here, I get 50k, which is the maximum amount of coins. So yeah, these are some of the methods. And another method for beginners is to get minions. So you can like see the minion recipe by going over collections, and then you can go over here and you can see the minions I'm talking about. So the best early game minion you could get is for like lapis minion. So the first minion is lapis minion, and so you can like so the best early game minion is T5 lapis minion with compactors, or a T9 clay minion with diamond spreading on the compactor and a budget hopper. And you can get all of these things from the bazaar, or you could buy it, and you could buy the minions from players by just asking them in the chat, or you could grind it for yourself. And then the third minion which I actually used when I was an early game player was a T5 quartz minion. So I talked about three minions now. So for like when I say beginners, I'm talking about people who have a net worth of about 500k coins maximum. So that's for beginners. And another way you could earn money is by doing dungeons. So basically when you do dungeons, I'm not talking about RNG drops. I'm talking about like when you kill mobs, you actually get items from them, which you can go to an NPC and sell it. So like you'll at least make like about 10k coins or 5k coins per run just by selling the items to NPCs and the bazaar. So that's a really good way to make money. I didn't know like you could actually sell things to NPCs. So I actually have never done it when I was a beginner, but now I do it and I make so much money. Like it's not that huge, but then it's what it is, man. Like if you're a beginner, it's such a good way to begin with. Another way to make money as a beginner is by doing events. So if you're a beginner, the best event you could do is the Jerry event. So all you gotta do in the Jerry event is just go to the island and you can collect gifts. So the gifts are usually in different spots, but all of these spots are like nearby. So you could either I don't know if you can get a gift compass. I don't know if you can buy it though. Okay, yeah, you can't buy a gift compass. So there are like videos on YouTube that shows the location of gifts, and so you can check those videos. You won't know the exact location because every time it changes, but then the gifts will be nearby those locations. So you just gotta search around a bit, or you could use clients like that I have called Badlion client, and you can enable those mods that's gonna help you. Like they'll show a wave point of the gift, so you can do that. So the gifting will give you about like 150k coins, and the minions will give you about 200k coins per week, I guess, per week. And then bazaar and auction flipping literally is dependent on how much you want to spend and how much you want to earn. And dungeon, I said it will give you like about 5k coins every run. And all of this is depending if you actually do it. Like if you actually kill mobs in the dungeons, you'll get about that much coins. You actually have to try and kill them. So yeah, that's it for beginners. And now for very early game players. So by very early game players, I mean players who have a net worth of about 10 to 15 10 m to 15 m million net worth. So for early game players, again, bazaar flipping and auction flipping, it's always there. So for bazaar flipping, as I said, always you can do it higher quantity, and the best is enchanted slime balls, man. Trust me, just gotta do that. So you can do that, and then you can upgrade your minions. So these are one of I'm gonna say one of my favorite. It is my favorite. It's not one of my. It is my favorite minion in the game. So it's basically slime minion. So if you're a very early game player and have about 10 million to spend on, what you could do is just craft a bunch of T5 slime minions, and then you can buy an enchanted hopper which cost about 1 million. The T5 minions cost about I believe it costs about 500k, and you can buy a corrupt soil as well, which costs about another million, and you can buy an minion expander which costs about 10k coins, and you can get all of that from the bazaar. And the minion you can either craft it or you can buy it from anyone like in the lobby. So each minion, including all the extra things, will cost about 3 million coins. So you could buy like you could if you have like about 10 million coins, you can buy about, I'm assuming, about 3 to 4. Wait, let me actually check. Ooh, okay, wait, now mind. So slime mini actually only costs 100k coins for tier 5. So yeah, so like 1 minion will only cost you like 2.5 million coins. So if you have like about 10 minions, you can buy about 4 to 5 minions, and then you can place it on your island, and each minion will make about 75k coins per day. So like if assuming you have 4 minions, you'll make about 150 plus 150 300k coins per day. With that is like for very early game. So in a week you can make about 300k into 7, so you can make about 2.1 million coins per week. And that's it for very early game players. And now to early game players. So early game players, so when I say early game players, again, it's those people who have a net worth of about 50 million coins, 50, yes. So if you have 50 million coins, the first thing you should do is upgrade your minions. So if you have your, I talked about T5 minions before, so now you gotta upgrade all of them to T7 minions, and that T7 minions are approximately, I guess, they are, I think, 1.5 million coins altogether from the beginning, not just to upgrade them. Like altogether, they cost about 1.5 million coins. So you can upgrade all of your T5 minions, or you could expand your army by getting more T5 minions, which is your opinion, like it's just your decision. So what I would rather actually get more minions if I have minion slots. If I don't have minion slots, I will just upgrade my minions, obviously. So that's the first thing if you are an early game player and have about 50 million to spend. And another thing to do is, this is such a good method, and this method can get to about 7 million coins. It got me 7 million coins, and I'm not a sweat at this game. Like, I just play this game for fun. I don't actually try hard this game, and if I get 7 million coins, and if you actually try hard it, you can get 10 million coins. So this is another event called the spooky event. So this event is so good if you know what to do and how to do. So basically what you got to do is, if you have 50 million coins, you don't really need 50 million, you only need like 25 million. So if you have like about 25 million coins, you can just go to the auction and buy candied person candied bat person armor. So I'll show you that. I think I'll just have it in my inventory actually. Yeah, so this is the armor. So candied bat person armor with hot potato books and good fair enough enchants. So these armors give you extra stats during the spooky event. And how the spooky event works is that if you kill the spooky mobs, you'll get these drops from them, which you can sell in the bazaar. These drops are called candies, so you can sell it in the bazaar. And the candy drop rates are affected by your pets and your armor. So this is the best armor for the spooky festival, and each of this armor piece costs about, I think, 4 million coins. Damn, wait, did it actually wait, the price increased actually. It says 4 million in my client, but then I bought the armor for about 10 million. Let me check. Candy the bat person. What? Okay, it cost about 2 million coins. So 2 4s are 8, which is 10 million, approximately 10 million coins for the whole armor set. And that's it for the armor set. And for the pet, you need a bat pet. So you go to the auction, and all you gotta do is just get a bat pet. So I don't know which rarity it is. Let me check. Okay, so you gotta get a legendary bat pet, and a legendary bat pet costs about 10 million coins again. So a maximum it'll only cost you about 20 million coins. Actually, it won't even cost you 25. So if you have a legendary bat pet and a candied bat person armor, then you're good to go for the event. So the strategy for the event is that, and yeah, by the way, I got 10 million coins without the bat pet. I still don't have the bat pet, so I think you could actually get way more than 10 million. Like you could get probably like 12 or 15 million. So the strategy for the event is that you will I think you can go to the bazaar and get this thing called lantern. Oh, let me just type lantern. Okay, you can get this thing called blaster lantern. So you just have to buy like a stack or more of it, and then when the event starts, there'll be like these spooky mobs all around. So you go to the graveyard over here. I think this is one of the best places. So you just go over here, and usually like somewhere over here mobs will spawn, and when like a lot of spooky mobs spawn, you gather all of them a bit close, and you put the blast the lanterns on the ground and damage all the mobs at the same time, because the blast lanterns have this explosion radius. So if you do that strategy, you can like save blast lanterns and attack more than 2 mobs at the same time, and get more drops from them. So with all of these things, I think you can definitely make more than 10 million coins if you actually grind for the spooky event. And this is assuming for only one spooky event, which is 1 hour. So that this is such a good early game strat to make 10 million. for per spooky event. So that's one thing. And another way to get money as an early game player is by selling pets. So what I exactly mean by that is that, so if you're an early game player, you can get this thing, which I don't know what its name is actually. So it's this thing, I think it's called the experimenting table. Okay, so it's called the experimentation table, which is about 50k in the auction house. So you place it down, and if you like, you will definitely need a client for this, so I'm using a client. So you can do these experiments and get XP, enchanting XP. So what you can do is that you can go to the bazaar and buy a guardian pet, a level 1 guardian pet, which costs about 1 million coins. And then you can do this experiment, and you have to make sure you equip the guardian pet, and you do the experiment, and you'll get this enchanting XP. So when you get that enchanting XP, you basically upgrade your pet level, and then you can do that like every day. You can do the each day you can do the experiment, and you can upgrade your pet all the way till level 100. So if you have a god portion, you can get more XP by doing the experimentation table, and you can quickly upgrade your pet, and you can sell it in the bazaar. So if you bought the pet for 1 million coins after the experimentation table and upgrading your pet, you can sell the pet for about 5 million coins. So that's 4 million coins profit right there. So that's the last method for early game players. Now going to mid game players, which I am a mid game player. So the best thing, of course, it's something that I have. So the best thing to do as a mid game player is to completely upgrade your minions. So a mid game player, according to me, a mid game player is someone who has a net worth of about 250 million coins or more. So I'm assuming you have like 20 minion slots, and what you gotta do is get max tier minions, max tier slime minions in those slots, or at least tier 7 minions. So if you have like 20 tier 7 minions, and each tier 7 minions will give you like 100k coins per day. So that's so 100k coins per day with the I'll actually show you guys. So if you have a tier 7 minion with corrupt soil, minion expander, and an enchanted hopper, you can get about 100k a day. And if you have 20 of those minions, you can get 2 million a day. 2 million a day, that is sick. So in a week you get about 14 million, and that is sick. So that's the best thing you could do as mid game. And if you ask me which fuel to use, you could either use a hamster wheel. Hamster wheel is actually, like, a lot of people might think it's a loss because it's not a permanent fuel, but hamster wheel makes huge profit. Like it makes about if you like make about 2 million coins a day, the hamster wheel might be doing like about 500k profit actually. So every month you have to actually buy extra hamster wheels, but then it's worth it actually. If you don't want to use hamster wheels, you can use like enchanted lava bucket. I don't think it's actually worth it. Just use hamster wheels. So when I made these minions, when I made these what do you say? When I made these slime tire max minions, I think it's tire 11. Yeah, tire 11 minions. Each minions were like about 4 million coins. But I don't know why now all of these minions cost 20 million coins. I don't know if the website, I like checked before I recorded the video, the website said the minion costed 20 million coins, which is too much. So if it like, you can like ask like 20 people in the lobby and verify it. So if it's not 20 million coins, it's good. If it's still 3 million coins, then just max upgrade it. If it's 20 million coins, just get 20 minions of tier 7 slime. So yeah, that's the first thing you do as a mid game player. And then the second thing is that you can actually grind dungeons. So this is not a consistent method, because all of the method that I said right now was pretty consistent. It's guaranteed that you will get that money, but get like actually grinding on dungeons is not something that is consistent. So what you could do as a mid game player is that you can grind on floor 6 dungeons, and you can set your RNG meter. So if you don't know what so if you don't know what RNG meter is, It's basically you go to your skills and dungeoneering and catacombs. You can see your RNG meter over here. And so what you gotta do is that you gotta go to Stan, floor 6 boss, and you gotta choose recombobulator. I spelled that wrong, yeah. So yeah, you gotta choose that. And recoms are in such high price right now. So you gotta try get those recoms and you'll make like 3 million profit every time you get a recom, but again it's not consistent. It's completely on your RNG. And the third thing you could do as a mid game player is slayers. So the best layer to do I would say is E-Man. So all of you might be thinking E-Man's too powerful for mid game player. It is powerful, but what you could do is just do E-Man tier 2. And what I mean by that is like you don't basically make profit from the slayers exactly. How you make profit is actually by grinding the zealots in the zealot bruiser. So basically you grind zealots and at the same time you're doing slayers, so you can get your slayer XP up. There is a chance you could get good drops, and there is a chance you could get summoning eyes as well. So that's why I mentioned slayers as a good money making method for mid game. So the first thing you should do is you should go down and you should come over here and you'll see this guy. So you can go to this guy, talk to this guy. What? Yeah, so you talk to this guy and you go to Dragoness and shop. So the first thing you have to do is you gotta upgrade your Zila. So like if you have like you can either buy the dragon essence from the bazaar, and once you upgrade it, what you can do is like you can start an E-Man tier 2 slayer, and you can go over here and sell all of these dudes, and these dudes have a such high chance of dropping summoning eyes. Let me check how much summoning eye costs. What? Wait, what? No way. Yo, damn. So they cost about 1 million coins. That is sick. Because before they only cost like 500,000 coins, and now they cost 1 million coins. So this is a good time to grind for zealots and stuff. So you can do that. So that's a really good strat. 1 million coin profit. And the reason why I'm asking you to do a slayer along with this because you'll get these I forgot what it was. What is it? Atom? What was I forgot? There's this slayer drop that you get like when you kill like tier 2 things. So it's not an R, it's a normal drop. So you can sell that drop and you'll actually make a little bit of profit. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I asked you to. Oh, I got a crystal fragment. Yeah, those things are good. That's like 100k profit right there. So slayers are a good thing. And now another way if you're a mid game player is to do carries. So you can do dungeon carries and slayer carries. So I can actually do F6 carries, but then again I don't grind the game exactly. I just play the game for fun. So I don't really like ask like go to people and give them carries. I give them free carries. I just don't ask money from them. I just do free carries. So if you want, you can like ask them to give money to you, and you can carry them for like floor 6 or floor 5, whatever you can. So you can do carries if you want. And to know the prices, you can join different Discord servers. So you can join the Skyblock official server, and they have like the how much each carry costs, and you can chat in the lobby with people who want carries, and you can just carry them for free. Not for free, I'm like for money. Okay, now we're going to the final bit. So as I said, there are so many other ways to like actually get money, but then the reason why I'm saying all of these ways are because I've actually tried it by myself, and I can guarantee you people that you'll make good profit, except for the inconsistent ways, which is doing slayers and doing dungeons, which is completely dependent on your RNG. So now the last method that I'm going to talk to you guys is called the mycelium method. So the reason why it's the last method is because to get to the mycelium place, you actually need access to the nether. So the nether is called the Crimson Isles, and to get to the Crimson Isles, you need about combat level 25, which is pretty mid late game actually. So once you have combat level 25, you can go over there, and there's this place where you can mine mycelium. I think I'll actually show you guys that. Yeah, so this is the place you guys wanna come, so you can see the cards over here. So what you gotta do over here is that you gotta buy some first. So the stuffs you gotta buy is young dragon armor. So the thing that you want to get is max speed. So you can either buy young dragon armor, or you could use a god potion and get your speed to the very max, or you could adjust your magical power so as to get max speed. So the first thing you gotta do is get your speed up to the max level. Second thing, get a golden shovel with efficiency 6. I think I have one in my storage. So yeah, you need to get a shovel like this. You could get efficiency 6 or efficiency 5 depending on how much money you have in your purse. And now the main thing comes. So you gotta get a max upgraded legendary or epic snail pet. So what the snail pet does is that you can see its second ability called the slow moving. So it converts all of your speed above 100. So if you have 120 speed, you have 20 more speed, like you have 20 more speed other than the first 100 speed you have. So all that 20 speed will be converted to mining fortune. So you will have 100 speed and 20 mining fortune, because 20 of your speed from 120 speed is converted to 20 mining fortune. So if I was to have, I don't have a snail pet right now, but then if I had a snail pet, what would have happened is that I have 400 speed. Right now I only have 367. So all of that speed will be converted to, not all of that, like all of that speed after 100 will be converted to mining fortune. So I will have 267 mining fortune, and I will have 100 speed. So you will have like so high mining fortune, and with the snail pet you can mine all of this. So I think if you mine like one mycelium, you get more than, like, you'll get about 3 mycelium per block you mine. So you can just do this for an hour, and you'll like get about 5 million coins per hour if you sell it in the bazaar. So your first thing is to do is to get max speed. Second thing, snail pet. Third thing, you can increase your mining fortune. So I already have 128 mining fortune. So some of the ways to increase your mining fortune is by adjusting your heart of the mountain tree. So my tree is basically completely into mining speed, because I don't really do anything related to mining fortune exactly. So everything's related to like all of my heart of the mountain attributes are related to mining speed. So you could reset it and put it into mining fortune, and you can do this and make more profit than 5 million coins. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys, and I hope all of you liked the video. If you did like the video, share the video, comment if you have any better ideas, or if you know any better strats. And I hope all these methods work for you guys as well. And see you guys in the next video. Subscribe.